in this problem, they're telling us if z, some complex number, is equal to 2 cis theta. They want us to find the modulus and argument of, and they're going to give us 3 choices. I just didn't know how much space it would take me. Not 3 choices, 3 examples, 3 problems to work. So the first one is 2z. So what this means here is we're just doing, this would just be 2 times, well, z is root 2 cis theta. Okay, so then it's modulus, and our notation, well, so this, in other words, is 2 root 2 cis theta. It's modulus, we write the modulus like this. We'll say the modulus of z, and yes, it does look like absolute value, and yes, it does say, okay, how far away am I from the origin? This is just going to be 2 root 2, right here. Okay, and so then the argument of 2, oh, I lied. This should have a 2. So sorry, that's the argument. Let me say that again. That's the modulus of 2z that we found. Okay, the modulus of z is just root 2. Okay, so the argument of 2z would be what the angle is. Well, that's just theta. Okay, so that's our first example. The second example they give us is they say, okay, find the modulus and argument of I times z. Okay, so when we look at that one, we, looking at this one, here's example 1. I, if you think about your unit circle, just is 1 unit up, this is just 1 cis pi over 2. Okay, so we've got, this would be equal to cis pi over 2 times root 2 cis theta. Okay, so now we have root 2 cis, because we have whatever in front times those things. And then this becomes theta plus pi over 2. So, because we're adding our arguments. So the modulus of IZ is equal to root 2. And the argument of IZ is equal to theta plus pi over 2. Which means we took our angle and rotated a quarter of the way around the circle. Okay, so far so good. Then the third example that they give us in the book here is they want to know what is 1 minus I times z. Okay, so 1 minus I, let's put that in perspective. Its real value is 1, its imaginary value is negative 1. Okay, so we're doing something like this. This is 1, this is negative 1. I have that this is 7 pi over 4, and its argument, 1 root 2. I said argument, that's wrong. Its modulus is root 2. Its argument is 7 pi over 4. Okay, so this would be like saying root 2 times cis of 7 pi over 4 times, well, z, we've talked about already. What was z? Root 2 cis pi. It is too early in the morning. I'm so sorry. Theta. That's theta. Okay, so now we multiply. This would be 2 cis theta plus 7 pi over 4. Okay, they also... yeah, so they're, I was just verifying in the book. They said instead of using a 7 pi over 4, they went this negative way and had negative pi over 4. So I could see, so the modulus of, it's 1 minus I times z. The modulus is equal to 2. The argument of 1 minus I times z would be equal to, they said, theta minus pi over 4. I say theta plus 7 pi over 4, and I think we're both right. So, yeah, keep working with this stuff. Practice the problems in the book. Good luck to you.